Good morning and welcome to our Natref Early Payment Program. My name is Melissa Swart and I'm from Intellection. Most of you would have received the calendar invite from me. Then with me in the room, I also have Monique Ace and Simone Venter, also from Intellection. They are part of our onboarding team. And they will also be assisting me with the moderating and answering questions during the session. I am quickly just going to show you a quick video for you to have an optimum audio and visual experience to participate in this session. So if you can just quickly watch this video.
In this video, I'd like to talk about attending a live event in Microsoft Teams. As an attendee in a Teams live event, you can watch the live event, participate in a moderated QA, but you can't share audio or video. Before watching the live event, there are a few things you'll need to consider. Make sure that your browser allows third-party cookies. Also, make sure that it supports Teams and Microsoft Azure Media Player. Typically, any modern browser that you have is going to work. It could be something like Chrome, Firefox, or Edge, but currently Safari is not supported. However, if you already have Microsoft Teams, you don't need to view it on the web. As an attendee, some of the features include leaving the event, and then show or hide this moderated QA. On some live events, this isn't available, and all that means is that the organizer didn't check a box to include this. No questions have been asked yet, but I'm going to click here, type in my name, and ask my question. Putting your name is not required, and I could also post this as anonymous. I'll click send, and then I get a quick response from the moderator. Right now I'm on the tab for my questions, but there's a little circle here that shows me that there's a new one in featured. The moderator let us know that the event will begin shortly. I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Next, I'm going to click here on the gear. This is a place for me to work with my device settings. These live events don't use the Microsoft Teams audio settings. They use the one in your system's audio. It's very important for you to set this up so that you have a successful event. To check on this or to make any changes, right-click here and open your sound settings. Make any device changes and make adjustments as needed. Next, I can see the live event details. This is a OneDrive demonstration, and it's today from 3 to 4.
Right, so I just want to mention that we do have the Q&A function available for you to ask any questions at any time during the presentation. So I would just like to mention that it's very important that you follow the presentation on the Teams live event link on your computer. All the sound and videos will be shown there. And then I would also like you to have your mobile ready. At certain times, we will ask you some interactive questions. Since we can't see each other, we would still like this to be an interactive session, and we will have some important questions that we will ask you. So very important, please follow the presentation on your computer on the Teams live event and don't follow the presentation on your mobile. Right, so if you can get your mobile ready for me, and if you can go to www.menti.com and type in this code 77013819, or you can also use the QR code to access it. Just go to www.menti.com on your mobile. Enter the code or use the QR code to access. This will be for all the interactive questions. Then if you can just please complete the attendance register for us, your name, company name or organization, which department you work in, and also your email address. Also, please note that if you don't answer this question, you might not be able to answer any questions going forward. Please also let us know if you're having any issues. Once again, you can go to www.menti.com on your mobile and use this code to enter. And then complete the attendance register for us, please. Please, very important, if you can just go on your mobile. I see there's only one. There we go. Okay, we've got some more responses. Very important to please complete this attendance register. If you don't answer the questions, you might not be able to answer any following questions that will be asked. Once again, on your mobile, www.menti.com, and use the code stipulated above 77013819. Thank you. I see the responses are coming in. I'll just give it another minute and then we'll continue. Once again, for those of you that missed it, I'll just open the screen up again. On your mobile, go to www.menti.com, enter the code 77013819, or you can use the QR code to access. And then just complete the attendance register for us. It's only for us internally. All information given is only for us, and all answers will be anonymous, so nobody else will see your answers. If you can just complete the attendance register, I'll continue, but if you haven't done so yet, please do so. Otherwise, you won't be able to answer the following questions for us. Right, so once again, still on your mobile phone, on www.menti.com, same code. We would just like to form a view of the biggest challenges that you or your organization is currently facing in your accounts receivable department. It might be something like cash flow, invoice approval, late payments, lack of visibility. Thank you. I see the answers coming in. Once again, please note that this is just for our internal use. Everything is anonymous. Nobody else will see your answers. Right, so I see at this stage, invoice approval is one of the majority challenges that you're facing. Oh, there we go, cash flow, late payments, wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, with regards to these answers, I will show you some features and benefits of just how this early payment program will assist you with these current challenges that you're facing. I will continue. You can still just complete the answers if you haven't done so yet. So just our agenda for today, introduction to the new Natref early payment program, some benefits of the program, how does the platform work, what comes next, and what do we need from you. Once again, on your mobile, on www.menti.com, same code. If you can just please indicate to us what type of organization you represent. Once again, this is just for us internally to form a view of our audience that we have today. It's corporate, SMME, other, government, financial. See, majority is corporate. So I see we have half of our audience so far that answered or from a corporate environment and some SMEs. Thank you. I see still some answers coming in. Okay. Please answer the question if you haven't done so yet, but for now, I'm just going to continue. Thank you so much for your answers. For now, I see corporate is our majority audience. So yeah, thank you. I will continue with the presentation. Very important for you. You can put your mobile down for now. We will be viewing the presentation on your computer on the Teams live event link. So why are we here today? So with the technical recession and current COVID-19 situation, I believe that all of us can agree that the squeeze for cash is even bigger now than before. Based on the tight economic climate and part of Natref's continuous journey to enhance their supplier relationships, Natref is proud to announce the launch of the early payment program. Then we would like to introduce this program to you and then ultimately also invite you to the program and also align some expectations. Then just a small note or disclaimer, the early payment program could change at any time based on Natref's financial or economical changes, especially when it comes to certain rates and offers, which will be explained later in the presentation. So this program is for suppliers like yourself in order to request payments as soon as Natref approves it, to obtain cash more quickly and increase your liquidity, and also to gain visibility into all your invoices and payments. So in this case, Natref will be your customer on the program. Our partners to host the program is Taulia, and where we as Intellection come in the picture is we are here to assist you with any support and the onboarding process. According to your answers earlier, you will see that there's no size restrictions. So any company can, this program caters for any company, whether it's big corporates or small SMMEs. You as the supplier have the choice to request an early payment or not. There's no additional documentation required to get onto the program, and there's only a 90 seconds onboarding process. So now I'll just go into some more detailed benefits of the program. Firstly, again, there's no fees or guarantees required. There will be no subscription, monthly or annual fees required from you to join the program. It's a great transparency tool. You've got real-time visibility 24/7 to view your invoice statuses, and you can see what or when you can expect payments. This program is also directly integrated with Natref's ERP system. Flexibility, once again, you can decide when to accelerate payments without waiting for authorization or completing any paperwork. You can get paid early by the click of a button. It can also assist with your AR efficiency. There will be historical data available. You can pull remittance advices at any time and view your statuses of your current submitted invoices. It can also free up credit lines, so it can improve relationships with your suppliers and also assist you to grow your business. Right, so a year ago we had a working capital summit where we invited a couple of suppliers to come and tell us their story. Just suppliers just like yourself that's already using the program, and I'm just going to show you 2 quick videos so that you can hear what they had to say and how this program assisted them with their businesses.
Well, my name is Warren Fisher and my company is called Warren Fisher Designs. What we do is we manufacture and supply specialist tooling and equipment to the industry in South Africa. So if you have a month where the next lot of purchase orders is delayed by even a week for whatever reason on the client end, you then find yourself in that gap unless you now go and apply for finance from one of the banking institutions. Can lead to a few cash flow issues. From my perspective as a small business owner, your confidence level in what you're doing and how you're going about it is an order of magnitude higher if you've got some cash in the bank, if you're waiting 30 days for that cash to come, because there's always that anxiety. Are we going about this the right way? Are we in the right field? I immediately saw the benefit. You know, the moment I actually read the brief of what the meeting was going to be about, I saw the benefit and I wanted to sign up. From month 1, it's worked and it's worked well. This very month, this very week, we made a delivery last week, Wednesday. By today, the monies have been paid.
My name is Rocky Schmidt. I'm the owner and MD and chief cook and bottle wash for a company called Correct Trading. We primarily build trailers. We're a manufacturing concern. You'll see us under the Campmaster brand. You'll see we call them white goods that you see on the roads all over the place nowadays. We spent a lot of time digging into how do we fund this business? What do we do? You know, using all the conventional funding methods, seeing what's there. We all know, and it's pretty trite, that banks, I don't want to knock them too hard because they've also been my partners in this, but they're not going to fund you when you need the money. Factoring is just prohibitively expensive. Now suddenly, our business almost doubled. What do we do with this? How do we fund this? What do we make? It's almost impossible. You know, after that amount of time, there was no funding left. We were approached by our big customer who deals with Talia, and the system was in place. I think it was right in the launch phase. We must have been one of the first people that actually did it, which was quite amazing. Went in, signed one piece of paper, the bit of negotiation obviously with a big retailer, signed one piece of paper, clicked onto the portal, and that's it. We were up and going. And suddenly we had this ability where we could take our cash flow, which was normally tied up for in excess of 60 days, and it was available to us now. Getting this cash flow in earlier made a big difference. Even with our suppliers, you can imagine that over the last 8-9 years, we've had a very rocky relationship with our suppliers. Now suddenly you're in a place where you can go to them and say, listen, I need a bulk order, and I'm prepared to pay cash for it. And the knock-on effect into our suppliers themselves was huge. And we actually saw that because, you know, now we can forecast with confidence. We can pay them with confidence. We know the money is coming in when it's coming in. And the simplicity of using the system, it was, is there a cost? Is it difficult? Is there an integration? There's not. It's very, very simple. It is on the portal. You just click on it. It's done. I'm actually one of the largest employers in Boerteville. And as we know in this country, each person that we employ is mostly supporting 8 other people. So we had to take that very, very seriously and put everything into it. There's a huge vacuum in the market that we're busy filling at the moment, and it's not a vacuum that a competitor can get into, but it's something that we need to fill. And the program will help fund that. So once we normalize the business, we may not need the cash flow on a day-to-day basis for normalization and running the business normally, but we will need that cash flow to be able to grow the business and stretch it into something new.
Right, so there you have it. So it's not just me telling you how wonderful this program is and how quick and easy everything works. There you actually heard everything from suppliers just like yourself already using the program. So how does the platform work? So there's 4 easy steps. Before I go on, I would just like to make a comment. So nothing changes with the way you currently do business with Natref. The way you submit your invoices stays exactly the same. Whether you submit them via Ariba or manually, it will stay exactly the same. The only change is that you will have more visibility on the program on your invoices, when they are approved or when the original due date is based on your current agreed payment terms. And then you will also have the ability to request an early payment. So Natref approves your invoice and makes it available for early payment. So how does this early payment work? As an example, if we use a 100 Rand invoice with a payment term of say 60 days from invoice date, you will submit your invoice via Ariba or manually, the way you do it today, to Natref. And then let's say it takes 5 days for them to approve the invoice. Then that invoice will be due and payable in 55 days. Now the platform gives you the ability to ask for an early payment on this invoice for X number of days earlier. You can decide. I will also show a demo afterwards where this will also be explained in more detail. So there is a discount percentage involved to get paid early. Now, this discount is calculated based on the number of days the payment is earlier than the original due date. So if you ask for an early payment, say 55 days earlier, using now the 60 days payment term, 55 days earlier, the discount will be much more than, for instance, if you only ask for an early payment, say 10 days before the original due date. So it is a dynamic calculation. There's no fixed discount percentage. So just to make it clear, joining the program is free of charge. It's only if you want to request an early payment that there will be a discount involved. But it's totally up to you if or when you want to request an early payment. So step 2, you as a supplier, you request an early payment. And then Natref pays your invoice early as per the days that you selected. And then step 4, you gain access to much needed cash with the click of a button. So just a note on that, same as today, if you also bank with ABSA, which is also Natref's house bank, you can expect your money to be paid into your account on the same day. If you bank with another bank, same as today, you will only receive your money in your account the next day as per normal banking terms. So we have 2 different early payment options for you available. You've got the one that's every time, also called cash flow. Cash flow is an automated function set in the program where you will automatically get paid early as soon as Natref approves an invoice. This cash flow function will also be explained and shown in the demo. Then you also have the need cash right now option, or the ad hoc as we call it. This option is for if and when you need early payment on individual selection, on one or all your invoices. There's also a cash planner which is a very nice budgeting tool, and it's also very popular. I know a lot of suppliers like that function. And then this will also be explained in the demo, how the cash planner works. So now I'm just going to show you a quick video of the demo to show you where all the different features and functionalities will be explained to you.
When logging on to the home screen, you will be welcomed as per the name you entered in your activation process. On the home page, there is 4 menu items: Invoices, Payments, Cash Planner and Custom FAQs. These will also associate with the 3 icons you see in terms of My Invoices, My Payments and Cash Planner. The remainder of the home page have got to do with early payment availability and early payment requests. The first section allows you to request early payment on all transactions eligible for early payment by the click of a button. This section will show the total invoice value and count available for early payment. The platform will automatically request early payments on all invoices based on their individual due dates to the next available payment date. The second section will only be visible when cash flow is not enabled. Cash flow is a function that, when enabled, automatically requests early payments on all transactions as soon as they are eligible for early payment. The platform will request an early payment on each transaction based on each transaction's individual due date to be paid on the next available payment date. The third section gives detail of up to a maximum of 6 individual transactions eligible for early payment. To see the detail of all invoices eligible for early payment, the button on the bottom of the section needs to be executed. To select early payment on an individual transaction, you need to execute the My Offers button. A new pop-up screen will be visible. The pop-up is split into 3 steps, each step containing information regarding the early payment on offer. Step 1. Review invoice details. The first step gives general information relating to the transaction. The transaction's invoice number, gross amount, invoice due date and current payment terms are all displayed here. If the transaction's payment term contains settlement discount, the net amount after the settlement discount will be displayed under gross amount. Step 2. Select early payment date. The second step gives the ability to select the day which you want to get paid on. The early payment date, days accelerated, discount rate and discount amount will be displayed here. The platform will default to the next available payment date indicated in a dark blue color. You can change the payment date to any available payment date on the calendar. Available payment dates are based on each customer's specific payment procedure and are indicated as a light blue color. Based on your selection of the payment date, the values displayed in this section will be changed to the new selected parameters. The discount is based on a dynamic scale. In other words, the closer you select to get paid to your original due the date, the smallest the discount will be. In return, the earlier you request payment based on the original due date, the bigger the discount will get. Step 3. Review offer and submit request. The last step gives a summary of the offer selected. The early payment date, original invoice value, discount amount and total payment amount will be displayed here. Once you are happy with the offer, you can submit your request for early payment. A pop-up message confirming your request will be displayed. The message will also give the ability to enable cash flow as explained earlier. The submitted transaction's status will be changed to requested. Invoices. To have a detailed view of all your account payable transactions, the My Invoices or Invoices button requires execution. A new screen will be opened with the 10 most recent invoices or credit notes. The listing will by default be filtered for all unpaid transactions. The listing could, however, be filtered for various other statuses. The listing can also be downloaded as a PDF, Excel or CSV file. Payments. To have a detailed view of all your account payable payments received, the My Payments or Payments button requires execution. A new screen will be opened with the 10 most recent payments received. Advanced filtering options is available to expand or narrow down your search. The listing can be downloaded as a PDF, Excel or CSV file. To view the invoices and credit notes associated with the payment, you need to click on the payment reference number. A pop-up with detail relating the associated invoice and credit notes will be opened. The remittance can be downloaded as a PDF, Excel or CSV file. Cash Planner. Cash Planner is a useful piece of functionality if you require a certain amount of fund by a specific date. To go to the Cash Planner page, use either the icon or the main menu command. In the Cash Planner page, you need to select your desired payment date. Choose the currency of the transactions you would like to be eligible for selection. For this program, only ZAR is available. Input the required amount and execute the Run Cash Planner button. The platform will propose invoices available for early payment meeting your input criteria. The platform will use invoices closest to the due date first in its proposal. You can edit the results of the proposal by adding or deselecting any other invoice eligible for early payment. Once you are satisfied with the combination of invoices, you can request the early payment offer by executing either one of the two Pay Me Early buttons. FAQs. In the custom FAQ section you will get answers to frequently asked questions. This section also contains information on the customer specifics around the program. The FAQ section addresses topics like using Towler, early payment options, invoice detail and status, payments, and general inquiry contact details. Cash flow. To enable cash flow, you can either do it on the home screen or navigate to settings and click on cash flow. Once cash flow is enabled, you can only access the cash flow page via the settings button. On the cash flow page you will have the option to enable or disable cash flow. Once selected to enable or disable, a pop-up screen will appear to confirm your selection. On this page you will also find an illustration of the dynamic nature of how the discount is charged. Users Management. The User Management page can be accessed by navigating to Setting and clicking on User Management. In the User Management page, you could either edit or delete existing users and add new users. User Passwords Resets is also available on this page. Login. After entering your username and password, and if you have multiple customer accounts on the Towler platform, you will be presented with a customer selection page. Click on the drop-down and select the desired customers. You will be directed to the selected customers' transactions. For Natref, Sasol Natref ERP should be selected. Once you are in a specific customer's Towler portal and you would like to change to another customer, you should navigate to the top right-hand side of the page. Click on the Change Client option. A drop-down with all available customers will appear. The current selected customer will be indicated with a green correct sign. Click on the desired customer you would like to go to. The new selected customer's transactions will now be viable.
Right, so that's the demo of exactly how the program looks, and you can see all the different functions and how it will be able to help you. I just want to let you know that there's no software needed to get this program. All you need is an internet browser. And then also, as shown at the end of the demo, you can participate on the program through various other customers. So if you are currently dealing with Sasol and would like to add your Sasol ERPs to your profile, we can assist you with that. All you have to do is just please provide us with the relevant info either via the Q&A section, or you can just send us an email and then we can add it. If you are the same admin user on both Natref and Sasol, then we can just link your profiles. There's no issue with that. Then cancellations and exceptions. So cancellations is just like an EFT. once you hit the submit button, the transaction can unfortunately not be cancelled. So please always make sure to read your pop-up messages very carefully before you press that submit button, because once it's through and it cannot be cancelled, unfortunately. Then with regards to exceptions, if your organization does not make use of this, then don't give too much attention to what I'm going to say next. I might just confuse you. Otherwise, if you do make use of this, you will understand what I'm about to say. So if you receive a prepayment on something you need to purchase before the invoice is payable and you request an early payment on other invoices, those other invoices will be held back until the goods and services are fully delivered on the invoice where you requested a prepayment on. But you will be informed by Natref should this happen. So what comes next? In the beginning, most of you should have received awareness notification email about this Natref early payment program. Then the invites were sent out to get you to the program. Today we are busy with this info session. Then in the next 3 to 7 days, you can expect to get an invitation to activate your account. Your 90 seconds onboarding process to activate your account. I know I've had some suppliers telling me that it's actually sometimes even quicker than 90 seconds, also depending on how fast your internet is. Once your account is activated, you will receive a welcome and a global announcement on the portal. Just here at the bottom, also as shown in the demo, there's also various supporting collateral available for you. There's an educational website, a brochure, FAQs, educational videos, and also technical support. With the invitation, once again, you've got your 90 seconds onboarding. It's free to use, free to join, free to get on the program, and then you have access to your cash, as simple as that. The activation email will be sent from a do-not-reply@supplier.sasol.com email address. It will look something similar to this. All you'll do is you will click activate, and then you will have to complete your details to establish your credentials. Just fill in your name, surname, create a password for yourself. No funny details required. So activate my account, and then it's as simple as that. You've registered successfully and you will be on the program. So should you require assistance once on the program, anything with regards to invoice submissions, approvals, or any Ariba-related queries, Natref Sasol will always be your first point of contact. When you've got any other queries, technical issues, you're more than welcome to contact us or one of our agents. We will gladly assist you with that. Or sometimes you can just even contact Talia directly. So what do we need from you? So the initial invite can only be sent to one person to activate the account. Thereafter, more users can be invited with certain designated roles as shown in the demo. So we ask you to assist us with the correct invitee details of the person who needs to receive the initial activation email. Then also we would like you to participate in the program. Now, you might feel that you do not need this program today, or you don't have any cash flow issues or anything like that, but you never know what will happen tomorrow or in the future. So since it's free to gain access, all you can do is just activate your account, and then you will have it available for you to access if or when needed in future. It's like an overdraft. You might not need it today, but once the time comes and you do need it, then you might not be able to get it. At least with this program, once you activate your account, even if you're not going to use it or only use it for visibility purposes, when that day comes that you actually do need cash quickly in your bank, then you've got it available for you. So if you can just get your mobiles ready for me again. Just last question for the day. Are you the correct person to be invited as the initial admin user? In other words, the person that will actually activate your account. So if you can please just complete the details for us. This is very crucial information for us to have. All you can say is yes, no, I don't know. If you don't know, then please just get in touch with us. You can either send it on the Q&A section, or you can send us an email so that we can get in touch with you, or you can direct us to the correct person. So if you just can complete this information for us, and this will be used to send out those activation emails. Thank you. I see the responses are coming in. Very important, if you can just let us know who the invite needs to be sent to. As mentioned previously, it can only be sent to one person initially to activate the account. Thereafter, more people can be added. If you don't know who the correct person is, then also please just let us know. You can either send it on the live Q&A section, or you can send us an email. Then we can just get in touch with you to find out who the correct person is. So I'm just going to give it another couple of seconds. And then we actually at the end of the presentation, the next section or the next slide will just be the Q&A section. So if you haven't completed this information for us, if you can please just do so. I'll just leave this page open. But I do want to say that if you still have any questions that maybe wasn't addressed during the presentation, or something you're still not certain about, you're more than welcome to ask us. One of our ladies will gladly answer you for that. Like I said, we're at the end of the presentation. I will leave the Q&A or this live session open for another couple of minutes. For those of you who might still have any questions, but for my side, we finished with the presentation for now. I would just like to also thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules and for joining us today. I hope you gained some insight to what the program is all about, what to expect. I'm sure you can all agree that this program is very user-friendly. We've received a lot of compliments from other suppliers about this program. It really is that easy to use. But always remember, if you need any assistance, you've got the one of our agents to contact, or anything with invoice submission or approvals, you can contact Natref directly. But yeah, from my side, that's my story for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the session open, but for those of you who need to get back to your busy schedules, thank you once again. And yeah, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. If you still have questions, I'm going to leave the session open. Please do ask them. I see we are getting some questions in. Just for those of you, that email address, if you want to get in contact with us, it's early payment at supplier.sasol.com. Or if you have been in contact with myself, Monique, or Simone, you will have our individual email addresses. Right. See, there's still some questions coming in, but I'm just going to say goodbye. I hope you have a wonderful day and week further. And thank you for your time once again.